You probably believe that sharing your thoughts and feelings makes you stronger, more connected, more authentic. But what if I told you that sometimes saying less is actually the key to staying powerful? In a world that encourages oversharing, where every detail of life is broadcasted and dissected, the real strength comes from choosing your words carefully and knowing when to stay silent. Arthur Schopenhauer, one of the sharpest minds in philosophy, taught that silence isn't weakness. It's a tool, a way to protect yourself from harm, distraction, and unnecessary drama. But this doesn't mean you should never speak. It means you have to be smart about when, how, and with whom you share your deepest truths. Today, I'll share 8 things you should never tell anyone. Because keeping these things to yourself isn't about hiding. It's about guarding your peace and your power. If you want to avoid regret, stay focused, and keep your life under your control. Listen carefully. 1. Never reveal your plans before they're ready to unfold. We all love to dream out loud, to share the exciting visions of our future. It feels good to have others cheer us on, to feel seen and supported. But here's the harsh reality. When you reveal your plans too early, you risk losing something far more valuable than approval: your momentum. Every time you speak your intentions before they're fully formed, you drain your energy too soon. Doubts creep in, not only from others, but from yourself. People may unknowingly plant seeds of hesitation, or worse, envy. And sometimes, they might even take your ideas, leaving you vulnerable and exposed. Schopenhauer believed that silence is a form of strength. It creates a protective barrier around your vision, allowing you to nurture it in privacy, away from noise and distraction. Your plans deserve that sacred space to grow, away from judgment or premature interference. By keeping your goals close to your chest until the moment of action, you preserve your focus, your passion, and your ability to strike with full force. It's not about hiding. It's about guarding your potential until you're ready to claim your victory. 2. Never expose your deepest fears or insecurities. Everyone carries hidden fears and doubts, silent battles fought within the mind. It might seem like sharing these fears brings relief or connection, but exposing them can weaken your foundation. Schopenhauer taught that by revealing your weaknesses, you give others a chance to influence or even control you. When you openly show your vulnerabilities, you risk becoming a target, whether people realize it or not. But there's another danger. Simply admitting your fears can make them feel more real, more powerful inside your own mind. Words have weight, and what you speak often shapes what you become. True strength is not in broadcasting every flaw, but in quietly holding yourself together when life feels unstable. Protecting your vulnerabilities means safeguarding your peace and maintaining control over your own emotions. In this way, silence acts as protection, allowing you to heal, grow, and remain unshaken, even when the world around you tries to break you. 3. Never share your financial details. Money isn't just about numbers in a bank account. It's tied to your sense of security, freedom, and even self-worth. Talking openly about what you earn, owe, or spend might feel natural in some circles, but it's a risk you rarely want to take. When you reveal your financial situation, you open a door. Behind that door may come envy, judgment, and unwanted expectations. Some will respect you, yes, but others may start to see you as a target, someone to be judged, manipulated, or even taken advantage of. Schopenhauer believed that true privacy is a form of power. Keeping your financial life private protects not only your assets, but your dignity and peace of mind. It allows you to move quietly, make decisions without pressure, and focus on your path without distractions. Once your money becomes a topic of conversation, it's no longer just your business. It invites opinions, comparisons, and sometimes subtle sabotage. Your finances are personal territory. Treat them as sacred. By guarding this part of your life, you create a protective bubble that helps you plan, grow, and survive storms with calm confidence. It's not about secrecy for secrecy's sake. It's about preserving your freedom and control in a world that will take them the moment you let your guard down. 4. Never share family or personal conflicts. Family and personal struggles are among the most delicate parts of our lives. It's natural to want support or advice by opening up about these challenges, but sharing them too openly often brings more harm than healing. When conflicts become public, even with good intentions, gossip can spread and misunderstandings grow, making reconciliation harder. What began as a call for help can turn into a story distorted by others, pushing people further apart. Wisdom lies in knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Sometimes keeping these matters private protects the possibility of peace and resolution behind closed doors. Not every fight needs an audience. Some wounds need quiet to heal. where emotions calm and relationships can mend. By guarding family conflicts carefully, you protect your loved ones and yourself from unnecessary drama and create space to rebuild trust and harmony. 5. Never talk about the good things you do for others. It's tempting to share your kindness, to let others know about the good you've done. After all, recognition feels good, and it's natural to want to be appreciated. But true generosity doesn't seek the spotlight. When you announce your good deeds, you risk turning genuine acts of kindness into performances. And the moment that happens, the purity of your actions fades. Philosophers like Seneca believed that the highest virtue is to do good quietly, without expectation of praise. When kindness is done silently, it carries real power. It builds character, strengthens relationships, and brings peace to your own heart. Sharing too much about your good deeds can also stir envy or create hidden expectations, turning gratitude into obligation. Real generosity is a gift you give freely, not a story you tell. 6. Never share your personal failures in detail. We all face setbacks. Failure is part of growth, but there's a difference between learning quietly and laying out every detail of your failures for others to judge. When you reveal too much about your mistakes, you risk others doubting your strength or abilities. Even unspoken doubts can change how people see and treat you. Talking too much about failure can also keep you stuck in the past, repeating those struggles in your mind instead of moving forward. Schopenhauer valued silence as a way to protect your inner strength. True power isn't in boasting about your progress or explaining your challenges. It's in quietly overcoming them and letting your actions speak for themselves. Keep your lessons private. Focus on your growth without the need to announce it. Let your results show your strength, not your words. By guarding your story, you protect your dignity and keep your energy focused on what really matters, moving forward with determination and calm. 7. Never talk about how others have hurt you. It's natural to want to explain how others have caused you pain or betrayal. Sharing these stories can feel like seeking justice or sympathy, but talking openly about how others have hurt you often does more harm than good. By focusing on grievances, you give away your power to those who hurt you. It traps you in the past and keeps your mind tied to pain and resentment. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, taught, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Often, the strongest response is to ignore the hurt and not give it space in your mind. Holding on to resentment only weighs you down and clouds your judgment. When you share stories of being hurt, you risk becoming defined by others' actions rather than your own response. Instead, practice the power of silence. Use your energy to heal and grow, not to relive old wounds. Remember, the less you speak about how you've been hurt, the more you reclaim control over your peace and your future. 8. Don't share your emotional highs and lows with just anyone. Emotions aren't like facts or plans, they're energy that moves and spreads. When you vent your anger, frustration, or sadness to the wrong people, you might actually make things worse, not just for them, but for yourself. And sharing all your excitement and happiness without thinking, that can spark jealousy or create unwanted pressure. It's not about hiding who you are. It's about protecting your emotional energy, your most powerful resource. Emotions travel fast, and they don't just stay inside you. They ripple out and can mess with your peace. So be picky about who gets to see your emotional world. Protect your feelings like you'd protect something valuable. The right people can help you heal and celebrate, but sharing too much with the wrong ones will just drain you. Remember, this isn't about being secretive. It's about staying balanced, strong, and in control no matter what comes your way. If these words reached you when you needed them, let them stay, and stay with us. Like, subscribe, and let's walk this path together.